YouTube
Whoa,
on this. There you go.
dang on. That went really
Message
low.
is now streaming live on YouTube. There we go.
Who?
You.
Whose channel? It should be my channel.
Yeah. View
Okay.
stream on YouTube. There we go.
All right. Well, I don't know. Show me my channel and your
That's your
thing.
channel. Dr.
Well,
Keith McNally.
yeah. Well, I can't see me over there. I could just see us here. But I do hear me on the back end in your computer. So, and it does say I'm live on YouTube.
Yeah, it
So,
came up on the Zoom.
what's that?
It came up on Zoom, live on YouTube. I look at the
Yeah,
left,
yeah, yeah. I'm looking at it too. I'm looking at it too.
live on View stream on YouTube. Copy streaming link.
So,
Yeah.
whoa. Okay, now check that out. Me,
Doctor, you okay? It's okay.
absolutely.
This new technology is overwhelming.
Well, what had happened was when I go to my YouTube channel, in order to watch my live stream, I've got to push play on my homepage. And then when I hear it, it's like 15 seconds in the past. So
Mhm.
apparently there is time travel because we could go back 15 minutes, 15 seconds in the past. Okay, so that worked.
We're live on YouTube, Doc.
Yeah, I know. Ain't nobody watching. I don't think anyway.
If we're recording this, always somebody watching.
Okay, well, it's live.
So I gotta watch my list.
One person's watching. I'm assuming that's you. And there's a live chat feature. I don't want to do that. Manage moderators, pop up. Hey, that's pretty cool. Ooh, let me type something in the chat.
I just shared my screen. Does that do anything?
Hold on. I could go back to the meeting. Yeah, it's us looking at us, looking at us. Got it. Okay, so I'm on the live event and I just typed hello in the chat. So that works, right? You see the hello in the chat?
Yes.
Okay, good. And we on your side, we are doing something, right? We're interacting.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, cool. Well, then that works. I
And
like
I
that.
just
That's
shared my screen, and that works. Bam.
okay. So, okay, well, welcome everybody. Of course, this is Dr. Keith McNally, and I'm here with Jody Holton, and we're going to do a live demonstration with the HoloLens 2. Now, this is the developer's model from Microsoft, and it's an augmented reality tool that has very expansive use in multiple industries. So in warehouses, in education, in outer space, and slowly we're going to learn all about this, but not today. Today, we're actually going to do a basic demonstration. Jody's going to show us how to access virtual machines, Google Maps, and some other cool stuff. And let's go ahead and get started. Jody, what do you got for us?
Hi, good morning. I'm Jody Holt here from beautiful, scenic Fort Gordon, our home of cyber and signal. I've got this awesome $4,000 augmented reality rig by Microsoft. 2 weeks old, and it is beautiful. Okay. It's got about a 4-hour power supply. It's pretty light on my head. I've taken it outside. I've taken it underneath trucks. I took it through an obstacle course yesterday. I have the video to show for it. Right now, we're going to do a complete, like a little bit of a walkthrough on like the capabilities. All right. So first, when you get a HoloLens 2 and you put it on your head, first make sure it's fully charged. Okay. It comes with this great little like C adapter on the back of it, little simple wall charger. And that C adapter can also go on your laptop too, create your own little network. All right, on the right side, okay, you're gonna see this pop on up. All right, you're gonna see these buttons. Volume button, you hear that little click, doot, doot. 100, 80, 70, okay. On your left side, L is for left. And basic training, we would have put a pebble in our left boot, okay. This is your brightness, your little buttons. And on the back, behind your right ear, you got your on and off switch, which you use for emergencies or you just want to put the HoloLens to sleep. All right, let's talk about our area, okay? Now I get to flip this up, all right? I'm flipping it up and the camera's gonna go up, and I come down, okay? I've got one screen up for 3D objects, okay? All right, and as you can already see, you're gonna be doing, if you look at your hands, okay, you're gonna see the little lasers come off. I got that one 3D thing. You can put one, see how it makes the 3D object change? You can do a C, right? See, it makes that little pointer thing change. All right, and when you grab an object, which it's supposed to do, like this, see, and now I'm in my 3D viewer, okay? And I can move this whole thing around just by using a C and doing the lasers. Now I'm gonna go on down because I like this little, not goldfish, not hamsters, no, not a tiger. Let's go to a city. Is there a city in here? Astronaut head, mud.
What are you looking for?
See the little flick? I'm flicking with my finger.
Mm-hmm.
And right now you see it's biodome, right? Now laser comes off my hand. Okay, see that?
And
See?
just for the viewers or recognizing that there's about a 2-second delay between what you see and what renders to the live stream.
I'll try and talk slower.
But we do see, what is that, the Space Needle?
Yes.
Okay.
But this is just an object, okay? HoloLens 2 is a sensor. You're gonna hook these up on vehicles, hook up the sensors for yourself. We're gonna do an augmented reality room. Okay, before I go any further, as you can see, that's C, right? When I go a little closer, I can change the 3D object, or I can stand up and walk into it.
Wow.
Or I can get a QR code, okay? Put a QR code for that object. Put a QR code on like in a corner. And every time I look over in the corner, a chair will pop up or an elephant. All right. Or I can go right from files and pick in one of a million 3D objects. Okay. There are libraries already out there, from anatomy to cars to magical creatures you can have follow around.
Are those free downloadables?
Yes, some of them.
Okay. Oh,
now
okay.
This object, I hit that little center console button. Everywhere I go, I'm gonna go for a coffee. I'm gonna go play with the dog. Okay, where to go? Oh, it's right there following me. I'm gonna come back here. I'm gonna sit back down and I'm gonna cancel it.
Okay.
All right, now hand gesture. You're gonna look at your wrist. You gotta touch it with your finger. Up comes the main command console. You can see this? My name, the time, speech is on, power, very important, okay? My Wi-Fi connection. And down here, I can do a camera, put a camera. Remember that little air tap? Every time I clap, I can take a picture.
Cool.
All right, I come back here, I tap my wrist. I get off that from taking pictures. And I can record, and I can also sync to other computers in my network. All right, share. All right, look at our main console here. These are our main pins: Microsoft Edge, Microsoft Store, 3D Viewer, Photos, Settings, Tips, Guides, Mail, and Calendar. I already have this sync with my mail. And we're gonna go over and just like, see this? Put my hand up there, and it's
Mhm.
gone, right?
Mm.
Pull up my wrist, and now I go like this, right?
What does
And
that do?
pop up
Okay.
one-handed, or I can do one wrist, make it go by, or come back up. I like doing two hands. So
Okay.
I go to my mail, and it's going to give me a little notices, right? And I can flip through. Flip, flip, flip. Okay, I go to my calendar.
Mhm.
Okay, and you have voice recognition too.
Are you
Okay,
able to demonstrate a voice recognition?
what is my IP address? What's my IP? What's my IP? Okay, sometimes it doesn't work. What's
So,
my IP?
so with that, I'm glad that actually occurred. Do you have like glitches in the matrix? Does that occur often?
Apps, how to make things work, how to turn off apps, and for example, I can, since I have the developers edition, I can go right to my computer. I made like my HoloLens 2 into a server,
Mhm.
and for whatever app I come up, I've got like a file. And let me show you real quick. Okay, boom. Okay,
Mhm.
all right. I did the website. I did my IP address on my network. Okay,
Mhm.
all right. It's got your home, your device name, the apps you have up. And when I have these apps up, okay, I can stop them. Okay, and it's not doing anything. Okay. There we go. There we go. See,
Okay.
and it say you can see I've got my 3D viewer up, photos up. Okay, and when I have an app that won't shut down or you don't know how to, you just come here and turn it off. Performance. Okay, views. This is how I do mixed reality capture. Okay, I can record, take photos, all can hear, and I've got power. I can turn it off. You see how hot it is because this thing does get hot. Performance, and then go into system and Bluetooth. If I have Bluetooth enabled for sound, device manager, file explorer, just like the regular computer.
Okay.
Okay, and then go right on into the file.
Well, you said this was acting as a server. What operating system are you using?
It's using the HoloLens operating system.
Okay.
All right. But what I've got on here, and since you brought this up, the backbone of this is the Azure cloud.
Oh, that's wonderful.
All right. And all this is cloud enabled. And what I did on Azure, okay, is I got remote desktop with limited success. Okay. Because I can't figure out how to get the keyboard to come on up. Come on, baby. There we go. Okay. Remote desktop. This is basically Microsoft Remote Desktop, right?
Okay.
I'm going to go in with my admin password. I'm going to lower this in a second so you don't take it from me. Okay. All right. They not steal my password.
While you're doing that, you had mentioned that it gets warm. How warm does it get?
Enough for you to notice it.
Okay. Like as if you're like outside, like jogging a little bit, it kind of gets sweaty or just
Like,
warm.
yeah, it's starting now. That's why they have the washable headband.
Okay.
Okay. All right, connect. All right, even though you can see, I'm going into an IaaS server on the cloud for my CDC.
Is that re-rendering?
Yeah, it's connecting right on. Hang on a second.
Okay. Okay. We're still seeing the desktop. Okay, there you go.
Okay. You can see into the virtual machine.
Reduce the virtual machine. Good.
All right. Now the cat's on the keyboard. All right. All right.
So that's a standard Windows Server machine that we're in? Okay.
IS server, basic hard drive, and you have control. You can move things around. And I don't know why it's freezing up on me.
That's okay. You got some time to test it out. Um, so you said it works off of the Azure cloud. So all of its infrastructure components are simply cloud-based, and that's both the Microsoft backbone and the internet, public internet.
Mhm.
Okay. So that means you could access any web page that you would typically access from a standard Google Chrome or Firefox or Internet Explorer or Edge, right?
Yes. I
Okay.
go right in here. I have not downloaded the latest YouTube app for this yet, and I will.
Okay.
I go on here and I go in, put in YouTube, hit enter.
Well, one of the things I know you had wanted to show us was Google Maps.
Yes. And then we're going to go into spatial. There we go. YouTube comes up. And unlike our virtual machines, okay, you can access YouTube.
Cool. Very nice.
And also depends on the Wi-Fi.
So are some of these limitations, do you think, are because it's the developer edition and not some high-end edition, or
Well, this
do you,
is a high.
what's that?
This is the high-end edition.
You said this was the developer edition.
Yes, this is more the expensive one.
Oh, really? Okay.
This requires high bandwidth, and right now it's got to be around 4:30, 5 o'clock, and everybody's getting home and they're on the internet, especially around here.
Got it. Understood.
All I have is basic AT&T Wi-Fi here. Okay.
Understood. So, out of curiosity, I don't know if you've done any of the reading lately. Are there competitors to the HoloLens 2 out there?
Yes. And I've actually contacted them and gotten a walkthrough. Not a physical walkthrough. 3M, which is actually here in Augusta,
Uh-huh.
they have a $2,000 augmented reality headset, which with a light, which they want to use for engineers and industrial purposes. Okay, the health. Okay. All right.
Well,
All right.
is that a viral YouTube vid?
That was a YouTube.
Okay. Can you show us Google Maps?
Yes. Apple is about to have a big headset come out, and they already got apps. Zoom on Monday pushed out a big.
So you said IBM and Apple or Google.
Zoom is pushing out a big augmented reality. Where's Gmap? There it is. All right, now I'm gonna find I got my GPS activated on my headset.
Mm-hmm.
All right, I'm gonna move down a little bit to full coordinate.
All right.
There's beautiful Barton Field.
Fantastic.
Pictures on there. Okay. Victory Gym. And I'm gonna change it to satellite mode. All right, now watch this.
I'm watching. There you go.
Well, I know that tree.
Looks
I know
familiar,
that
huh?
tree right here. How far down can we go? Oh, I know that platform. I've fallen off that platform. There we go, right there.
So you've showed us the 3D imaging. You've looked at some apps. You could access your email. It does function as its own server, and you could access Azure Cloud and your Azure Cloud infrastructure. It has voice recognition. You could access any web page that that typically you can on a standard computer with an internet access. How do you see this in terms of, being really right now? It just seems like it's just another computer just sitting on your head. Um, how do you see this really in use in any specific industry? Medicine or education or mechanics. Or you have any thoughts about that?
All right, one, communication. Okay,
Communication.
we've
Okay.
got a special app. Zoom is just came out on Monday with the augmented reality, which we need to get on, but I don't have that Zoom software. Doctor,
Right.
hope you'll be able to get that up.
Right.
But if I can do a 3D image, like arrows and objects, QR codes, I can create training videos on this. All right, I can learn how to do things right there. I can do a YouTube video and have my hands free. Okay, fix an engine. I can call that engine. I can do a LiDAR scan. The new iPhone 12 does LiDAR scans. Scan an engine, scan a part. Okay, and have that part right there with me. And before I take that engine apart. Or there's a field manual. Okay, which is on the internet, like an Adobe PDF format.
Mm-hmm.
Flip to page 27 for the satellite circuit. Flip to page 109, okay, for the circuit breaker. Oh, so that's it. Okay, and you can see it right there. I can even create videos on how to do step by step. From surgery, searchers, changing a tire, or describing what a cell is. Okay, you can draw an image of a cell right in front and do quizzes. Let me make a believer out of you. I'm going to turn on my spatial app.
I think I'm already a believer. I just need to get some practice.
This is where this is where I have a group. I would have them go on the spatial app, okay, and go into my MSSA room with me, okay, and do ideas. Well, let me show you.
Sure.
Okay. All right. Do you have this on your phone, Doc?
No, I don't actually.
Well, you should.
Well, thanks. This is practice. Make sure you don't do that when we do this live on Thursday.
You're gonna be prepared, Doc.
I was just going to ask the questions. It's easier just to ask the questions.
You see how much of a monster this app is, though, right? And I'll show you 3D. I'll show you the mesh program. Okay. There we go. Brainstorming. Let me show you brainstorming.
Go for it.
You haven't seen the backpack.
Is that its own room?
Yeah. You can create 100 different rooms, but this is the backpack room where you're designing backpacks.
Got it.
I can scan an object. I've had LiDAR on my camera or a 3D app. Okay. Now I go up to a wall. Can you see me?
You left the picture.
Yeah. Can you see my 3D view?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. You see all that?
Yes.
All right. I got backpacks.
Yeah, you do have a lot of backpacks. There's one now.
And all those are objects. Okay, here we go. We got an airborne one.
Nice.
Move that around. Move this one around. I look down. And I can share a new idea. Okay. All right, I can type. And go AIRBORNE. Okay, now I can turn on voice recognition. All the way. All the way. Wow. I can draw. And 80 seconds. And I need a lot more drawing classes. I'm done. There we go. I didn't want to leave the room. There you go. Leave. All right, I go here. Nope. And I cannot figure out how to get out. Okay.
Okay,
Oh, hang on a second.
I'm hanging.
All right, I'm coming back. There's supposed to have been apparently not. So I come back, I come here, I close out of here, and I shut the app.
Cool.
Okay, that's not a good engineering process. There you go. We're
And
spinning.
again, we can still see everything you see.
Because people need to know this.
Oh, good.
All right, and live preview is back on. And full picture. And turn off the sound. There we go. All right. Now I also have Microsoft Mesh.
Ooh,
Okay.
Mesh.
All right, but I need to invite people for it.
So can you talk briefly about what Microsoft Mesh is? Or I actually, when we go live on Thursday, I'll do a briefing on that. And then you can kind of follow up on it.
All right, but I need someone to talk to. It doesn't make
Well,
my avatar come up.
I
and
thought your army buddies were, didn't you say that you your army buddies had one? No? Okay. Maybe I misunderstood a previous conversation.
All right.
That's all right.
I try to get them to get it, but they're waiting for the price to come down.
Oh, okay.
Customize your avatar. So I get an avatar. Okay. And I will change that next time. But I don't know how to make it show up in here. All right. Now I can do a new space
Mhm.
and call the space name. That's create it. Join test. Oh, look, I've got a table.
All right, man.
Okay.
All right. It's about 5 minutes after 5. I'm going to stop the live feed to YouTube. I have to go downstairs and feed my daughter.
Okay. All right. What's
But
that?